Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is July the 1st, 2023, and last month, for the entire month of June, I didn't consume any kind of meat products, and it was a very limited amount of any animal products whatsoever. I did, in some cases, have cheese in some of the meals that I had, but that only accounted for maybe 4 or 5 meals during that entire 1 month time frame. And just to put it into perspective, how effective that practice has been, basically on June the 1st, I started out at 253.6 pounds, and here it is July the 1st today, and I'm 239.8 pounds, which is a difference of 13.8 pounds in just those 30 days. So we're starting out July. We're gonna follow approximately the same plan, but I might reincorporate a non-vegan meal on the weekend days of the week. It really depends. I've been pushing myself to try and build muscle, upper body strength. I recognize that you don't need to eat any kind of animal products to do those things. And I also recognize that that basically it's kind of difficult to engage in society in certain ways when we only eat a certain kind of way. So with all of that being said, I'm trying to remain flexible, and I'm also trying to do my best to not consume the things that are more destructive, both for myself and for the outwards environment. But mostly the main thing that I'm doing right here is showcasing on this channel, if your life is out of control, if you have type 2 diabetes, if you're struggling with cholesterol, if you're struggling with problems where you're just trying to walk and get out the door and do some kind of activity, and if you don't quite fit in, like you keep hitting the doorknob here or the wall frame there or whatever, if you're already a large person, to be even larger is kind of uncomfortable. I'm quite tall. And so there are some cars that I sit in where I have to hunch down because my head touches the ceiling, especially as my hair grows longer. Anyway, as I said in the last video, I don't plan to make very many videos during the course of this month. I only anticipate that if I see something amazingly wild, that I will capture it, upload it for you to see. In the meantime, between now and whenever these new videos come up, I encourage you to look into the past catalog of the videos that I have, and look past the past catalog of videos that I have as well. Some of them are quite personal, and so they might not feel like they resonate with anyone out there. On the other end of the spectrum, there might be some of you who are also going through some interesting challenges. Again, when we focus on ourselves first and make ourselves feel stronger and more efficient, everything around us kind of takes shape in the same direction. It's the law of attraction. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you understand that this is a sustainable type of weight loss plan, and eating a certain way and exercising is what has gotten me to this point. In the past, when I went 100% vegan the first time, I absolutely lost probably maybe twice the amount of weight in half the time, or in the same amount of time. And so I start to wonder if my age, my metabolism, just between just a few years ago and this effort to lose weight has factored into it. But I do know that it has taken a lot more effort to do what I've done this time around. So if you're taking on the vegan challenge or the weight loss journey, if you're taking it on, make sure you're ready to commit to it. This is a lifestyle change. And so make sure you're ready to commit to that lifestyle change. Otherwise, you might find yourself reverting to a situation you were in before, and then it might be all that more difficult to recover. It's just a tip. It's just a heads up. All of us can stumble and fail. But whatever the case, if you're watching this and you're looking for encouragement, my first bit of advice to you is you're doing the right thing. You're supporting in your mind the ability to move beyond the constraints, and you're looking for some kind of support and guidance. And that's what I was doing on this platform as well. I found a smart cat up the road that talked about a 7-day vegan challenge and how impactful it was. And it has been. It's been a tremendous, it's been a life changer, actually. So I don't need to go into all of these things over and over. I've done all kinds of things, including water-only fasts in the effort to lower my blood pressure, which did work, by the way. And all of these things are things that you can also find if you do the right amount of searching here and don't get distracted and sidetracked with all of the other noise that's going on out in the world. Focus on your world, fix the things that you can fix that are within your power. And if there are certain things that you don't quite have the power to do yet, well, maybe that means you are in a position of holding, where you have to hold for a little while and try to figure out, well, what comes next. When you get slowed down to the point where you're incapacitated, that's a time of reflection. And if all the thoughts are of despair and hopelessness, chances are you're not going to make too much progress. But if you can find that spark of joy, for me, I like making music. I even have, this is a bass guitar over here. These are electric guitars over here. I don't even really know how to play bass, but I love music so much that I have a bass guitar that I'm going to overlay some bass tracks onto some of the music that I've already made with. And so these are things that bring me joy. If you like crossword puzzles, if you like to put together actual puzzles, there are so many different things that you can enjoy. For me, I love making music, but I also enjoy nature more than anything. So if you look back through the catalog of this channel, you'll see a lot of nature. You'll see that I've talked about wellness and conservation. You'll see why I'm talking about it. And you'll probably enrich your life by learning about all the wildlife that we have here in this state, Texas. And you'll probably be surprised to see some of the wildlife that we actually have in this state, where people normally visualize horses and cattle drives and so forth. Anyhow, hope you've enjoyed this journey as much as I have. Until next time, peace, love, and all that old school stuff.